Can everyone hear me? Cool. All right. Yes. Yes. All right. Um. I want to I want to show you guys something before I actually uh begin. Uh. Now I'm not sure how this really relates to you, but I hope just work with me here, and if you don't, pretend you do. But if this relates to you, I hope uh, this will be something enjoyable for you. Okay, so I just want you to imagine this, all right? Okay, one second. Okay, so you guys have been doing this for a while, but just imagine that that you well okay you're many of you are still in this spot, but yeah, just imagine this for a sec. So you studied quite a bit, and you've done what you could, and now you've uh well this is you, okay, and you you're stuck. Oh my God, there's a lot of kanji here. What do I do? What do I do? Uh, I think this is gonna be hard. All right. So someone else comes along, says, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing?" Um. Oh wait, not that one. Uh, I'm currently studying Japanese, and I'm kind of struggling on this part here. There's a lot of kanji here, and I'm not sure what to do. Okay, I'll help you out here. All right. Um, so I've got this list. All right. So You should just study from this list. Look, this list is all the kanji, all right? And you just study from it. Just study from it. Just study from it, right? Really? It, just a list? Oh, come on. No. There has to be something easier, right? Come on. Don't Nah, you're joking. There's gotta be something easy in this, right? Nah, that's nothing. That's it. All right. You just gotta read this list. Otherwise, you're just not gonna do it on Japanese. Just study from that list. All right. See ya. Bye. Oh wait, hold on. I missed something. Let me hide this. See ya. And this is now your reaction, right? Hide this. What? Are you serious? Are you serious? I have to study this whole list? This is bullshit. I quit. No more Japanese. I hate kanji. All right. Okay. Yeah. So I know how everyone is rage quitting when they encounter uh, kanji, right? Does this relate to everyone? Cause I made this like all right, not for the actor stream video. I wasn't I wasn't sure if this I it was just a simple skit, I just want to make it funny so that you guys can like can relate, right? Okay. One sec, let me turn the music. Did you guys enjoy that? If you guys like the skit, I might do more next time. But I wasn't sure if this was gonna work, cause like uh okay, all right, okay, good, I nailed it. Oh, awesome. Okay, how's everyone doing? Yes. Okay. Oh, I'll do more of that next time. Okay. Ooh. All right. I see. Okay, so now we're actually gonna start the actual stream. I just wanted to do that for fun. So yeah, hi everyone. My name is Ek. For those who don't know, for those who are new, I do Japanese. I do Japanese lessons. I was just trying. If you were there just like 5 minutes ago, I was just doing some I was just doing a little skit to show what it's like to study kanji, because this lesson is about kanji, right? Hold on. So I call it kanji nightmares. This lesson kanji nightmares for a reason, because a lot of people they struggle in this area, and they're like, and it took me quite a while to prepare this as well, because I wasn't sure, because my method of studying is a bit um okay, I wouldn't say it's too different, but this is something because I come from a background where people speak Mandarin and Chinese, so I learned Mandarin before, and for me it's not hard because I already got into it. But for you guys who you've only studied using the alphanumeric system, right? One A to Z, one to nine, 0 to 9, sorry. And you guys struggle, and I know a lot of you struggle with it. So yeah, before I begin, I just want to say a huge shout out to existing patrons. Thank you to all these people for supporting my channel. It really goes a long way. And yeah, I will try. I'm gonna put out more better content, just like the thing that I did just now. That was just an idea, but seems like everyone liked it, so it's cool. So existing patrons: Pulse, Megalong, Um, I I keep forgetting to, but I got his screen. I've got a screenshot of him. All right. Deck Hot My Goblin Air and Thorbio, and hold on, I got him this time. All right, I got him this time. This guy here, Yami. He's also a patron. I I scribble over his email because I don't want to show that. But yeah, thank you very much to all these 8 people. And I'll get to X Rise. So and then if you want to like sub to me or donate, um there's a Patreon link. You can join that, or I didn't put a link in the description. 1 second, hold on. I can't believe I didn't do that. Uh, yeah, Patreon is up, but I have a Streamlabs link for people wanting to to donate. Of course, it's all optional. You don't have to, but if you want to, and if you're willing, just like the people who became my patrons, it's extremely helpful. Hold on. Okay, and this is my Streamlabs link. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, I don't want to keep this on for too long. All right, so understanding kanji. So this is what we're going to learn today, right? We're going to learn how to draw, how to, we're going to learn how to draw stickmen, okay? Um, no, I'm kidding. It's going to be a lot like drawing stickmen, almost. But I'll explain how it works. Okay. So I just want to do a little experiment before getting into the explanations, getting into what it is that that kanji is involved. Now I did this test. It's not exactly the same with X-Rise, but it's something similar. Okay, so I'm gonna do this thing, right, and oops. I want you guys, right? You see on the screen, right? There'll be letters that will come up. I want the letters will come up for like a couple of seconds. I want you to try and remember and write down as quick as you can. Okay? So get out like a pen or paper or something like that, and just get ready because you see what I'm gonna try and do, or you see why I'm doing this. Oh, is it too small? Is this better? Is this better? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna start this, right? I want you guys to read the read whatever letter that comes up. Hope this works, and try and write it down. And if you miss it, don't worry because I'm gonna explain why this is how it is. Okay. Okay. Get ready. Everyone, get ready. All right. Write down. Everyone got it? I'm not gonna go back. If you missed it, I'm sorry. Did you guys get it? Okay. Yep. All right. Okay. So it seems everyone got it. Okay, I'm gonna go into the next one, and I want you guys to do the same. We're gonna be doing this a couple of times. All right. All right. 3, 2, 1. Everyone got it? Yes. Yep. 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 Okay. Good. All right. 3, 2, 1. Number 3. Everyone got it? Don't worry if you miss a letter, because I'm gonna get to why this is why I'm doing this experiment with you guys. Okay. So up to the last one, if you say you got it, just say yes or something, just to reply in the chat, so I know that I've got you already. Okay. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. Don't worry if you miss it. Just say if you've seen it, yes. If you miss it, don't worry. No, no, no. I'm gonna get to why X rise. There's a reason why I'm doing this. Well, you already understand the whole concept. I'm just doing a short memory test, just to explain my reason. All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay. One more. Okay. Uh, you can write it down as soon as you can. Like the point. Okay, I'll explain what's happening here. Oh, okay, you must be fast then. Okay. All right. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Last one. That's it. Okay. So I want you guys to compare with what you guys wrote down, and compare it to this. If you manage to get it, that's cool. You're like really fast. But okay. How many did you guys remember? In a percentage, you don't need to give like exact numbers, but like a percentage of how much you remember. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Okay. So okay, looks like okay, you got it. Okay, most of it. All right. So now I'll explain why I did this. Okay. So our human brain, all right. I'm gonna get into a bit of the science here of how we remember things, or at least with this aspect. The whole reason for this activity is just this experiment is because our brains are limited, and like when we see stuff, um, we can only take out like notable parts. So when let's say for example, right, that's why the phrase "picture paints 1,000 words," and pictures are a lot they're a lot easier to absorb and remember than words, right? And I'm sure you guys know this because everyone here has you know has a limited capacity to remember everything. So some of you wrote fast, which is cool, but a lot of you forgot, or like you couldn't get everything, and when you try and recall what comes up, you're like, I don't remember. So today I'm going to show you guys how to to learn kanji and to remember it without to I'm going to give you guys your brains in a more easier time, right? Because this is a lot of times, as I show in the skit, people just say, okay, memorize this and you'll be good, which is not the best way to go about it. I did some thinking for myself why I'm able to remember kanji really. I'm able to remember kanji easier than a lot of other people because a lot of people struggle in this. Me, not so much. But I mean, I of course forget kanji from time to time, but for me, it's easier to learn. Not just because uh, I had a background learning Chinese, but there's a way to look at it which will make it easier for you guys. Okay. So introduction to kanji. Okay. So first we're going to the why. Because kanji is part of Japanese. You cannot avoid it. You can't get rid of it. If you so First of all, what is kanji? Kanji comes from China. They're Chinese characters, mainly traditional characters, and it's it was taken a long time ago. I'm not sure when. I don't know the exact date, but Japanese, uh, Japan started. Uh, Japan has kanji, which it takes from the Chinese language. It's just used differently. Okay, so why do we need kanji? I want you guys to read that sentence, right? Can you guys guess? Like, I mean, even with your basic knowledge, can you guys guess what? Can you guys understand the whole line? There's no spaces in Japanese. Try and read that. Hmm. Anyone else? Okay. So you're seeing this now, right? You can understand now. Imagine if the sentence got longer, and a lot of times there are words, right, where where the kanji can be different, but the hiragana is the same. Just think about that for a moment, right? I know you guys can read this, but uh, imagine if it's longer. Imagine if there are words that use the same hiragana, but the kanji can be very different. Do you guys get what I'm trying to get to here? Now it's obviously not as bad as reading Romaji, but it's almost the same thing because when we read in English, right? Um, we have spaces to define which word is what. Japanese has no such thing. So the Japanese language has no spaces. Let's say you're reading fast, right? You can't just stare at the sentence, but you have to like read it quickly. You're on a deadline. You need to understand something quickly, right? Yeah. Yes, correct, Morgan. Is it? Oh, 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah. But the yeah, you kind of need we need kanji in Japanese just because if we don't have it, we won't be able to read fast. Let's say you want to read fast, right? It's easier to read fast when there's characters instead of just hiragana. In every other language that uses the alphanumeric system, we have so for example, let's go to European languages. Um, English for one, French, um, well, Spanish. You got a lot of you guys are Spanish here. You guys use spaces in when you type. uh, Spanish, right? Or when you write Spanish. I mean, they could, but that's how it is, Luna. It's just I believe it's just cultural. Have have so you for this okay. So Spanish, what else? Italian, uh yeah, probably German as well. Yes, Latin. Yeah. So all those languages that use alphanumerics that use an alphanumeric system like A to Z. Yeah, you don't you we can use space we use spaces in our language. That's natural to us. Whereas in a language like Chinese, for example, in with Mandarin, right? Yeah, that's true, Sunmin. Correct, because kanji is, you know, kanji is actually easier to tell. It's just that's it's packed into a lot. That's why everyone's panicking. And I'll get to I'll get to what I mean by packed in, because there's a lot to explain with that. So we have spaces. Japan doesn't use spaces. In all of the texts, you never see spaces. You just see like hiragana, hiragana, kanji, 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 hiragana, 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 full stop. That's it. So we need kanji for this reason. Okay. So uh, I was asked quite a number of times the kanji pronunciations. Now it's easy. It's much easier than people make it out to be. Kanji has two types of pronunciations here. We have onyomi and kunyomi. Onyomi is the Chinese pronunciation. I get both of them mixed up sometimes. So uh, if I mention the wrong thing next in future when I don't have a slide in front of me, uh, th- please excuse me. All right. So onyomi has is the Chinese pronunciation. So the Chinese pronunciation is used a lot with like multiple kanji. Yes, in one, let's call it a simple image. Okay, that's why I showed the stickman in was it in the start of the stream, right? Or like, you know, after the skit part. So here's some examples. Genki, which means well or to be well. You know, when someone when in terms of a Japanese greeting conversation, when the Japanese when someone asks you, "Oh, genki desu ka?" So it means how are you? And then I took this because akukin kinsetsu. All right. So it almost is Torio. Yeah, I'll get to that. But akukin kensetsu. This is using the Chinese pronunciation. Okay. Uh, and then on this side, so kunyomi is used for anything that isn't like double kanji or triple kanji or whatever, however many characters, right? Gambaru, gambarimasu. This is in kunyomi. Gambaru, taskeru. It uses that kanji, but it means it sounds different. It's used for anything that isn't a kanji character. Right, sorry. There's not kanji characters only. So, like, if there's hiragana attached to it, it's most likely gonna use kunyomi. If it's if it's Chinese characters only, um, it can't. A lot of times it's kunyomi. It can be onyomi though. Depends, but most of the time this is the system. This is how it works. right? Onyomi is for multiple kanji on its own, right? There's no like attached hiragana, and then kunyomi is where there's hiragana attached to it with the kanji character. Anyway, okay. So, how do you start learning kanji? All right, the part everyone's been waiting for, because I know that everyone's like struggling with this. So I hope that that you guys can really take this in. So let's give this a shot. All right. Okay. So, as we just discussed, kanji should be seen as images instead of alphanumeric characters. If you see as alphanumeric characters like A to Z, 1 to 9, 0 to 9, right? And you see a kanji character as one like alphabet, you panic. That's why that's the whole reason why it feels difficult. Hold on. Is everyone on board with this? Like does this make sense to everyone? Because you can't, because if you look at, like I said, if you look at it as just letters, you going back to the memory test I did earlier. All right. So the human brain can only remember 7 objects at any one time. Now, imagine every line here is one object. You'll never be able to remember everything, and your brain will fry because you're panicking. You're like, oh my god, what was it? What's this? I can't do this. It's too difficult. So the important thing is to see this as one part, 2, 3 parts. I'll explain. I'll explain more with other kanji. Yes. So kanji is 2 parts. You may have heard these terms like thrown around, right? But I'll just I'm just gonna share from my research. So a component, I color coded the words so you can see match the parts here. The sections making up the kanji character. So you can sort of see this as 2 parts or 3. So this is one kanji, which actually can be it actually can be broken up into 2. So you can see this part here, right? The this line going down here and this line going down here. That's 1. You can see that as 1, and then you can see this part here with the uh looks like a window a bit with a little hook here. You can see this as another part, or you can see this as one whole part here, depending on depending on how your memory fares, right? It's kind of hieroglyphics almost, but sort of different. Okay, so you can see this as one part as well. Uh, I'm getting to that. Yes, correct. So correct, Joe. And then the left part, you have that's the radical. Okay, so with radicals, right? There are radicals and components you can differentiate a bit because radicals, there are some very very commonly used like commonly used uh, characters, if you would call it that. It's kanji that has been transformed, and let me explain. All right, so going back to what we discussed earlier, which is easier to remember, this this R or this kanji character, which is easier? I'm sure this is obvious, but which is easier to remember? Exactly. The letter A. It's not the kanji um it can be hard. Hey Matt. Hey new people. Yeah, it's always A, right? It's not thi- I'm sure when you guys look at this, you're panicking already. Oh my god, it's this huge kanji. So many strokes. What do I do? Am I right in saying this? Am I right in saying this? This is easier than this, right? and you guys panic when you see this. Yeah, it's hard to remember as it is. Okay, so how do you remember? How do you memorize kanji? So out there are two ways, including ones that I know, but not the one that I've kind of come up with. So the first one is if you have photographic memory. I kind of do, but mine's a bit not as it's not as great, but it's still decent for memory kanji. So what I did was I would write the kanji along the vocab 5 times in the hiragana and the meaning. So what I mean by that is for example, alright, when I would learn a word like from memorize, for example, from Anki, right? I'll write like this. I'll write 5 times. And so my notebook will look exactly like this. Oops. 1, 2. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I do every day. That's the grind method. I didn't mind that because I'm used to grinds. I play games with grinds, right? So that's how I tried it. There's another one which people like a lot, which is remembering the kanji, remembering kanji with kanji stories. So how that works is that you break down the kanji, and I'm going to go into a slightly more different method than RTK. It's kind of like RTK, but um, it you see it a bit differently. So RTK involves breaking down the kanji to small parts, and then you tell a story with it. There is a site for that called Kuhi, where you just go into this link, kanji.kui.com. If you can search up in your own time if you want, but it's a site where it you see kanji stories that people have written. So there's this particular kanji character, and then people like tell stories about what each kanji means, right? So that can work as well. If you like that, cool, go try it, do it. For me, I'm a bit more on the impatient side, so I prefer the first method actually uh more than the second. But there's a third one. Now I'm gonna go to the third one, and I'm gonna explain how that works. Alright. So I'm guessing that you guys are this is still in your minds, right? It's still too hard. I need something easier. Okay. So this is what you do. You break the kanji to parts, so like RTK. Um, you can memorize the individual parts instead. So what this means is that you break down the kanji to the separate parts. Of course, you with the aid of a dictionary. That's good. With the aid of a dictionary, you split up the kanji into parts. So like this. Mizumi. I'm gonna use this kanji because it's easy. Anything with the kanji part of water is you can see it. You know which one it is. All right. So water can be uh, a lake is made out of like 3 kanji: water, the kanji for all, and the kanji for the moon, which is on the right side. So when you look at any new kanji, or when you're learning kanji for the first time, right? Split up like this, right? And that way, your brain it's easier because this is now 3 parts, 3 things for your mind to remember. Okay, it's 3 things in one. I'm gonna compress it all so when your mind has like gone used to it, okay, that's one object now. So instead of looking at how many strokes is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Instead of 12, you remember it as 3 parts instead of 12. That's why it's best to look at this as an image. You don't look at this as an alphabet character. You break it down, right? Because when you break down stuff, it's easier for your mind to take it in. Does this make sense to everyone? Are you guys feeling more at ease now when you're thinking about kanji, right? Because everyone's panicking. Now do you feel more at ease when you look at it with this mindset now? Okay, it's not an alphabetical character. Um, okay, if you're not convinced now, don't worry. We'll get to it. No lol. Yes. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So like this, right? As I said, two parts. This is the radical. Oh yeah, and another thing about the radical is that radicals are used to categorize kanji. So I'll show it to you in this in my dictionary here. Okay, when we go into all right, hold on. I'm gonna try and let me get the magnifier. Okay, so you guys can see this, right? Okay, so let's look for. All right. This is the radical for water. Let me. So, oh, sorry. So if you see here, right? Sorry, this I know it's a bit small, but so I have the the kanji for water here. One second, I need to zoom out. All right. Okay. So this is what. Okay, just remember this kanji, right? Water, right? Okay. This is what on its own. So this is when it's like it's not matched with, it's not, you know, paired with any other smaller kanji to make a bigger one. But when it's bigger, this is so it changes. So quite a number of kanji has this like sort of system where it changes. So it now looks like this. So this is the same thing. These three lines here is the same thing as the kanji that I showed you just now for water. It's just that this time it has been altered in terms of size so that when you match it with other kanji, it makes other compound kanji. And I'll go into some examples how that is, or how that will work for the other words. Okay, does this make sense? It's called Mr. Sanmin. That's called Tagai ni Jisho. Hold on. Tagai ni Jisho. Yes, it's Mizu. It's just that it's altered. Correct. This the whole time. This is water. It's just a radical. It's just transformed into a. Yeah, I'm gonna call this a radical. Sometimes it has a lot of kanji has variants. No, not always. Kinda, yeah. Sometimes there might be, you know, some radicals which don't make sense why it's like on there. I hope you guys are getting something good out of this. I see a lot of shocked faces. All right, so all right, with this mindset, now I'm gonna take you guys into the examples. All right, let's try this. All right, so I did a sneak peek. So you guys remember when I put this up, screenshot, Discord or like YouTube, right? You guys saw this you guys saw the marine picture, and yes, she's horny now. Yes. So this is the kanji for woman. Okay. The kanji for woman. It's the onyomi can be is jo, and the kunyomi can be onna or me. So that's in the dictionary. So this kanji means woman or girl. So anytime you see this kanji, it means that uh, this the the kanji has something to do with the girl because this is a radical, right? Or a lot of times it's a radical. Sometimes it may just be a component, but a lot of times when you see this, especially on the left side, it means a girl. No, 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 no. Joe, don't misunderstand. Sometimes, as I said, it can be a component. So in that case, Yasui, it's not exact. It's not radical. It's not. It's more of a uh. It's just part of it. You know. I don't know. I don't know what the system is. The way that they use to make kanji, but it's just how they take it. It makes it easier though, right? If you try the RTK method, but for some people they may not like it like me. Well, I don't. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that I prefer something more like faster because I'm. Okay, so compound kanji. All right, so you can make multiple kanji with this small one, as I've shown you. So this is the transformation, the variant from when you see it by itself, right? As joshi or jo. It's this is when it's on its own. This is when it's on the left side on the when it's thinned out. So it looks like this. Um, the kanji for skeet is has go. So that's how you remember it, right? You remember that the way to remember radicals is to remember the notable parts. So like this, uh, you can you can think of this whenever there's whenever you see the kanji of a woman, usually it's on the left. So uh no, this is also a Chinese character. It's not just in Japan. So you remember it like this. A lot of the kanji with like common spots because kanji has like notable locations, right? So hold on, let me pull out a page. Uh, kanji. Uh, no, that's not it. Kanji section. Okay, I found it. All right, here you go. All right. Oops, not that one. Can you guys see this? All right. So if you look in this picture, I'm gonna view image. I'm gonna blow it up. All right. Can you guys see this? All right. Look at this image. There are the radical locations are in specific spots, and you kind of if you have this if you go by this, right, it'll be easier because you know, okay, I'm expecting the radical to be in this particular spot, and if you go by that, you won't be panicking as much now because you know, okay, I know if the kanji belongs here, it's going to be of this set of kanji. So when you organize the kanji in your brain like this, it makes it easier. I'm sure it's going to be much easier because that's how it is for me, right? When I look at kanji, I don't go, oh my god, this is going to be so difficult. I just okay. So uh, for example, this one, when my mom taught me Mandarin, right? She always say this particular kanji, the one red, the radical. This looks like a boat. So if you think about what's this being the boat, and the boat is used for transport, right? And then this, I believe it's a neck. So this kanji means the road for yeah. But if you look at it like that, it will help you identify stuff a bit easier, because the radical kind of makes up majority of the meaning of the character. It may not be everything. Sometimes it may not be the case at all, but you can remember that it's one part of it. And then this is a box. So you just this kanji means country, kuni. So inside there is a gem in the box for country. You as you keep learning the language, you see. Okay, let me try and explain this better. Uh, yeah. Where is the okay. So going back to this, right? You see how these are always on the left side? Most of the time it's on the left side. Even this is on the left side. So oops. Okay. Okay. So if I scroll to this, okay, this is on its own. This is on the bottom, right? But you see here, this is on the left side. Left side. Left side. This one's on the bottom, but that's like that's the other variation. But a lot of times you see it's on the left. It's on the left here for wife, marriage, also on the left. On the bottom, this one's the exception, I guess, but yeah, on the left. On the left, you see the pattern here? Left, left, left. I'll link the slides. You guys can see the slides later. But do you guys get where I'm going? You guys get where I'm coming from? Not always. Exercise. You again. You gotta pay attention to which which kanji it is, and it comes with time. So first of all, if you don't want to, don't force yourself to try and memorize all the kanji. You want to just be able to pick it up. Yes, certain characters will often appear in certain places. That is correct. That's how to look at it. When you go with that, it makes it easier for you. Yes, for this particular radical, yes. Most of it's on the left or the bottom, and sometimes it can be an exception. But you see, all these, they're on the left. That's how I find it easy to remember kanji, just because it's like this. I always think about the left side first, and then the right side later, or wherever it is, or wherever the rest of the character is supposed to be. Okay, let's look at another one. All right. So everyone understand the common kanji for a woman? Onna, ski, imoto, and then ikari. Anyone have any other questions? Okay. Good. All right. So now we're gonna go into this kanji. The kanji about a tree. Okay. So a wood. No. 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 Actually, this one, the radicals in it's the heart, kokoro. That's how you see it. That's how you. Oh, okay. No, that's not. When you as you study kanji, right? So going back to this, memorizing kanji. Um, so don't lock yourself. First of all, don't lock yourself into when you're learning, don't lock yourself into just like, okay, it has to be here. Sometimes it may not be, but that's in the rare cases. I'm just saying in most cases, you see those particular radicals in those areas. That's fine. So like this one, you usually most of the time you would expect this to be here. Most of the time. Sometimes it may not be. So just be open. If you're open in that case, you will not be frustrated because you're like, oh, why is it here? It's supposed to be there, right? But if you don't lock yourself into like, okay, it's gonna be it's not, it may not be in that position 100% of the time. It'll be okay because you'll be like, oh, okay, so this is how it is. That's the exception. So does that answer your question, Luna? So okay, I'll just show you the oops. Hey Ta. Uh, okay. So for that one, okay. So in this one, the radical is actually the heart. So the one on the bottom here. Um, these two are just components, but they make this one on the other hand, this one is the radical. But again, as I said, you look at the kanji when you're studying for the first time, you just break it down. Don't worry too much about it being a radical. Just break down the character like I said earlier. So this is what you want to do. Break it down to like this. Don't worry too much if it's a radical or not. To be aware that it's a radical just makes it easier. It just makes it more easier than it really needs to be. But if no, not always, not always, Luna. Yeah, I know that you when you look at it, it's like, oh, okay, it's that's how it's supposed to be. Not always, not for this dictionary. So you don't want to rely on the color coding too much, but because this is a bit off. But what you want to pay attention to is this, right? The breaking down of kanji into multiple parts. That's the important part. Okay. So now we're gonna go into this kanji, the tree and the wood. Okay. So this kanji means tree and wood. Uh, yes, it'll be usually be on the left. So the onyomi for this is boku or moku. It can be either one depending on the word. So um, this is why studying vocab is very important because when you study vocab, it's like your those words, it will not, the pronunciations will not deviate from the onyomi and the kunyomi. They can't because it's vocab. Whereas if you just look at the kanji, right, and you just think with the kanji only, you panic because there's like, okay, which pronunciation do I use? Do I use onyomi, kunyomi, and you'll be even more confused. So what you do instead is you study the vocab more than the kanji. The kanji is just there to assist with the meaning of the word. It's not so much to like, it's not so much like, it's like with Mandarin, right? With Mandarin, you have this, the word doesn't really mean much, but the character makes all the difference. So in Japanese, instead, just just study study more the vocab than the was it than the kanji by itself, because it's not, this is not Chinese. Chinese, there's only one sound, one tone, and one like one way, one pronunciation for every character. That's how you look at it. And then for the kunyomi, it can be ki or ko, and it's usually by itself. Yeah, this is okay. Does this help everyone? I'm trying my best to explain this for you guys because it's not, it's not exactly my method, but it's close enough that it will give you guys a peace of mind and more enthusiasm when you're learning, you're learning Japanese. You're not panicking so much about the kanji anymore. That's why I want. That's the fear I want to dispel today, all right? Because once that is like gone, you have no problem with the you won't worry so much about the kanji anymore. You just be like, oh, it's just kanji. It's just another picture. It's just a character, and you'll be able to go forward. All right. So what kanji can we make with this? So we have a book. So hon. The radical for hon is the key, the wood. And then this one, the hon is more of a compound more than a it's not radical. It's just components. This one, on the other hand, which is for the person, right? Uh, the kanji for person, that one means the body. That one means a person. And then we have a plank. That's the plank uses the symbol for wood on the left, and then this, I believe, if I remember this kanji correctly, means opposite. Let me just check. Um, okay. Yeah, it means anti or opposite. So yeah, does this make sense? Or um, so wood. That's what you see, and a lot of times, the wood would be on the left side. It will not be. Sometimes it can be on top. Like for the kanji mori, it can be on the top. But that's like one of the exceptions. Most of the time, it's on the left. So if I'm going to go by this kanji, all right. So on the left, you see the kanji here on the left side, right? The wood. Sometimes it's at the bottom, but a lot of times it's on the left side. Again, follow the pattern. Think about this part first, and then the right side, you can worry about it later. It's not the more important thing is to remember that some radicals always have a particular like spot that they're placed in. Yeah. So that's it. Oh, sorry. Okay. Um. So the so next we're going to how you say the word. It's a lot of it's memorization, but the I'm just trying to make it easier for you guys to remember it. So how you say the word, it's mostly memorization, but you don't have to think about it too much. But like because if you think about it too much, you're gonna be a bit worried about it. So try not to worry about it too much. All right. So the the last kanji that I'm gonna go through as an example today, and I think you guys can like start looking at a dictionary. This means a dog. So whenever you see this word, when you see this kanji itself, it means inu. Um, so this is a dog, and there are not a lot of words to this that I know of from the top of my mind, but I see this in the dictionary. I can so this when it's just double kanji, it's pronounced ken. So I can banken. Banken is watchdog. Aiken means was it your dog, the dog that you love? And then by itself, kunyomi inu, because there isn't really a verb for this. Yes, it does. Correct. So this kanji becomes this one when it's compressed, when it becomes like a compound or radical. It's a lot of times it's turned to this. Sometimes it may have this. So for example, all right. So we have a wild botan here. This kanji means lion. So you can see on the left side, this this particular radical is always usually on the left side. Same thing for cat, neko. Yeah, if you look in Botan's name, right, you see this kanji here. So anything with this like these three strokes, this curve, it usually means like a beast or some sort of like mammal. Yeah, monkey as well. Mammal. I'm gonna call it mammal, not so much a beast. But yeah, a mammal. So a cat has it as well. And then this one is a bit different, but it takes the same kanji. So as I said, you don't want to lock yourself into like thinking, okay, it's gonna be right here, because the kanji can change. Yeah, it is. Oh no. This one's for dog. I was thinking about the Chinese one, but cat. This one is the same as in with Mandarin and in with Japanese. So that's it. What time is it? Okay, this is makes sense for everyone. Like everyone okay with this? Okay, cool. Good. Now, let's try some application. I want to see if you guys got it. All right. I want you guys to match the kanji below with their respective radicals. Radicals. Pay attention to the orange, the bolded word with the underline and the orange. I want to see if you guys can do this. All right. Give it a shot. 10 minutes. Hold on. I might give you guys 10 minutes is good enough. Or 20. Count down timer. All right. One second. I'm gonna put it here. Okay. 0, 0. I'm gonna go 15 because you guys might have questions. All right. Start now. All right. That's your timer. Go. Characters always have one radical. Only one. And you're clear. You can do this by yourself. I'll show the answers anyway, and you guys can see if you got it right or not. I don't know. You do it however you like, as long as you're doing the activity. Works for me. Anything's fine. Explain what you mean by intersected. Oh, yes. It can happen. Yep. But it does. Oh, wait. Radicals? No, no, no. Actually, no, no, no. Not always. No. Sometimes it may be. Depends on the kanji. Depends on the kanji. So may be, may not be. One second. Mm, okay. Hmm. It's alright. Don't worry about whether you guess it right or not. I'm just gonna show you the um, what the correct kanji or the correct boxes to place those kanji into. Okay. Oh, I need to go and get something to eat after. I'm hungry. I have no food left in my. Oh, I have food, but I have to cook it. That's fine. If you can recognize it now, when you look at it in the book, it won't be hard. I have no idea. Like usually I just like I'll think and then like I'll wonder what I want and then I on the like when it comes time I'll be just like okay I'll just go and get food. Um shows the numbers. I will find something to eat afterwards. I haven't eaten anything yet. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. I'm hungry. I mean, I'm kind of not really into pizza this time, or like not for now. Yes, pineapple. Nah, to be honest, all right. So I love how everyone's just like, oh my god, why did you put pineapple pizza? It's cursed. What are you doing? All right. To be honest, I'm not actually for like if you ask me honestly, do I really like pineapple pizza? It's just pizza for me. Like I I'm not really like for or against pineapple pizza. I just eat it because it's pizza, right? Um, I just like trolling people who hate pineapple pizza because it's just pizza, man. It's just food. I mean, some people might disagree. Like my chef friend, who's like, he would rather die than eat pineapple pizza. But uh, to be honest, I only it's just cheese. It's margarita, Dorbio. I love pineapple pizza though, but like I actually I actually prefer meat lovers actually. Meat lovers, barbecue chicken pizza, barbecue pork, whatever you want to consider as. I prefer that. But hey, but you don't need to worry about the meaning. I just want you guys to get used to look at kanji without like, so when you look at kanji, you're not like panicking, because this is a way to face your fears, right? You look at it with a more analytical approach. Because if you don't look at it that way, you're always gonna be like, kanji, this sucks. Like in the skit, when someone asks you, oh, just memorize this kanji, it'll be all good. Well, if you don't memorize this kanji, you can't do Japanese. Yeah, don't don't worry about that. Just memorize it. That's what a lot of people say. Yeah, exactly. No, it's not. No, the thing that I want to bring you guys attention to is not so much the aspect of radicals. Radicals help. It's more so the breaking down of the character, so that you see it as an image more so than like an alphanumeric character. Yes. I'm gonna go out for food later after this, before I come back to like do stuff. Yeah, it's good. Make sure to write down the kanji. But yeah, this is just to clear up a lot of like fears, you know, because a lot of people have fears with Yeah, I mean, I kind of understand it. I mean, I've yet to take that method into account for myself because, as I said, my method learning kanji is a bit different. It's more so the number one, right? For the photographic memory, I prefer that to and the one that I proposed to you guys, um, because I'm more of like a grind person and a memory person. But I really like the one that I made up just because it makes use of the kanji. It makes use of the kanji stories in terms of breaking it down, but it doesn't get into like the whole like making up stories because that is too much for me. Yes, correct. Yes, you got it, Joe. It's almost like that. Yes. If you want to look at it that way, perfect. Do that. So it's almost like hieroglyphics, but um, it's a special kind of like Asian hieroglyphics you want to see. Is that? And if you look online, right, there's some the images on Google for Chinese characters. Back back in the past, in ancient times when they would uh they had they have pictures of them showing how like um you see like certain characters they change over time. It probably did, Luna. You might not be able uh to link it here. I don't know. This is non-simplified though, metal. A lot of these are a lot of Japanese is actually traditional rather than simplified. Some are simplified, like ski. The kanji for ski is actually simplified. Oh wait, no. I think it goes for both, but I don't know. Okay. The third one means daughter, yeah, musume. And then the fourth one is the kanji for heru. Heru means to abate or like to drop, to reduce. Um, uh, it's that's the best way I can explain it. Yeah, to decrease. Yeah. Third one means daughter. Yes. Fourth is reduce. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So if you look for heru, the verb heru in the dictionary, you'll find that kanji. Okay. Not so much. Fifth is the kanji for resource. Yeah, Metal. That's basically it. That was a process because traditional Chinese can be very difficult. All right, all right. Here we go. So, this is what it is. I put some like I put some I wonder if you guys actually like understood what I was saying here when I said radical. I literally put this as a hint. Bold, orange with an underline. Some kanji are not in the boxes because I said radicals, not components. Oh, debated, man. You guys got debated. You guys got the debate. Now, don't, as I said, don't worry too much about whether something is a radical or not. All you need to do is just get used to the patterns of like certain kanji. That's the most important thing. So just look at this. You see, you guys got debated. Psych. You guys got the debate. And if you're wondering if something is wrong, I checked the dictionary yesterday. It's correct. It's correct. I checked the dictionary yesterday. No, it's not. They wait. Oh my god. Did I miss something? Okay. 1 second. Shh. It didn't happen, okay? It didn't happen. Okay. Alright. It's all good. It never happened. No one saw it happen, alright? It's no one saw it happen. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Shh. No. Okay, wait. We're not gonna talk about that. It's perfectly fine. All things as it should be. Alright? So how many of you got like did you guys get most of it correct? That's the important thing. Nobody knows. Nobody must know. Yes, nobody must know. Did all of you like get most of it correct at least? Like you guys understand what's happening here? Good. I hope you guys aren't as scared of kanji anymore. Like you guys see it, oh, okay, it's gonna be something a bit. It's gonna be a challenge, but it's not impossible to conquer this. I hope that that's the mindset that you guys have now, in compared to the beginning of the uh, the lesson when I did that skit, right? Yes, good. A little less scared is better than being like really scared. That's good. It's grind, but it's not impossible. That's the thing. Everyone sees it as impossible. That's the myth that I want to break today with this lesson. As long as you're not scared, and you have enough motivation to be able to go forward, that's good enough. Yeah, it's a long process. That one I'm not going to deny. It's not impossible. People think it is because they never look at it with like uh with eyes open. Yeah. RTK is fine. Um, I just prefer not to do it because like for me it takes a bit longer because as I said, my memory is good enough that I'm able to remember kanji with ease, so I don't need it. But yeah, that's the thing, right? Because if you use RTK, you're focusing more on the story than the character. That's why I don't exactly like RTK as a whole. I like parts of it, like the part where you break it down. Like you breaking it down makes it easier, so much easier that you don't have to go back in like uh yeah. Everyone learns differently, correct? If you think RTK works for you, go ahead with it. Go ahead with it. There's no I'm not stopping you. Um yeah, that's usually the best way to go about it. Like Goblin said, you want to use all three methods, if you can. Uh, so like for example, right? Let's go back to where is it? All right. So let's go back to Mizumi. All right. So you can use step 1 for you can use like the method for number 1, the method number 1, which I do. All right. And I just, because I've already memorized, I've already seen these a lot, so I know, okay, um this is water, this is old, and this is moon. So I remember it as it is first. So once my mind's like, okay, this is one object, I recognize it straight away. Okay, that's water, that's old, that's moon. Now you put it together, and what do you get? Mizumi, like this. And you remember this as 3 parts rather than the 12 strokes that you have to like write down. Because if you just go all the way at once, of course you're going to struggle, because it's gonna be so difficult to like pick out which is which, right? So you want to see it as parts. Again, look at it as an image. Don't look at it as an alphanumeric character. Yeah. Well, yeah, it sounds awful, but some people just get used to it, you know? That's fine, Joe. I mean, like, whatever that works for you, as I said. Yeah. So, some people remember better as like as with the stroke order, which is kind of me, because I my my mm, my memorization techniques is pretty weird, I'd say. It's just unique to me. Because I actually can remember it via stroke orders. Yeah, that works too as well, Mia. Okay, but yeah, yeah. Um, Kanji tree. Yeah, I know that. I recommend it to a lot of people. All right. So just a quick summary. The important points that you guys need to take. Um, Remember the kanji as images, not alphanumeric characters. That's very important. Break down the kanji into parts to make it easier for your brain. Remember, the brain can only take up to 7. That's a psychological fact. The brain can only remember uh, so much. And then many of the radicals, um, many of the radicals have specific sections of the kanji where they will usually be placed. So remember that onna a lot of times goes on the left side if you compress it. So going back to yeah, going back to this image here, the stickman. Drawing a stickman is a lot like drawing characters. It's just that it's smaller. That's it. Okay. But yeah, did everyone enjoy this lesson? I took a lot of time to prepare this because like I really wanted to like do it, but uh okay, good. I'm happy about that. As long as everyone has understood it, like, as long as I've dispelled all those myths about people like thinking that kanji is a problematic thing, um that's it. I'm happy enough. My job is done. Good, good. Okay. Oh, I was actually worried like this lesson would flop, especially the skit at the beginning, because like I didn't know how to really execute that. Like um the I thought that I had ideas about it before, but like most of it came like a couple of days before today's lesson. I'll try and do more plays next time. Do you guys like my voice acting? You know, when was it when in my graduation, okay, I'll tell you guys a little story. So in when I was doing when I was in high school, in my graduation ceremony, uh, I uh, I was the main character for the play, right? And like I've known to be pretty dramatic at times, so it's just that when I used to do drama in school as well, but like I didn't like it because or I didn't really understand what it meant to be like when you're when you're acting, right? But now I kind of do because when you act I don't know, like uh for a topic that I'm not interested in, I don't I usually just look at it seriously, but when it's something that I know of, and like when I know that something can be funny, like something relates to people, okay, um I can become a bit more dramatic. So that's how the skit came about. But yeah, I'll try. I'll try I'll try I'll try to do something else like that next time. Oh yeah, if you're not subscribed, please do. I'm sorry that the notifications haven't been going out. I don't speak Chinese. Like or I kind of do. Like 你好，我的名字是 and then whatever the name is. 对不起. Yeah, simple stuff like that. Like because my family's Chinese. I'm Asian by descent. Well, I'm not mainland. That's for sure. I was not born in mainland China, but yeah, that because I learned Mandarin, right? It helped me yeah, it helped me in my Japanese a lot. Like that background was like it assisted me a lot. That's why that's the approach that I took to when I was creating this lesson. So I had a bit of a had a bit of a I had a bit of a head start. But because I know that a lot of people don't in my chat, that's why I'm giving the mindset that you guys should take when learning kanji, because that's it. That's why it is, right? It's when you see it differently, it starts to change how you see the language as a whole. You don't panic as much. You don't uh, you don't you don't just like give bad advice to people. I mean, you still gotta take those concepts anyway, because when you learn Chinese, you still gotta break it down. Even though it's simplified, some kanji can be hard. But yeah, most of the time, if you don't know the character, it can be a bit difficult. But yeah, that's all part of learning. Whew. All right. I ended kind of early actually. Yeah, just learn, just memorize from this list. You'll be good. Just memorize from this list. Just memorize from this list. Yeah, because you're learning traditional Chinese. Yeah, just learn Chinese. Just learn Chinese, forehead. Oh, that's funny. That's interesting. Panic. Just memorize, forehead. Yeah, well, Torio, you haven't read enough. You haven't read enough Japanese yet. So once you read more stuff with katakana, um, when you read stuff when you find stuff with katakana, you get used to it. It just comes with time. No, no. Other way around. Japanese is more traditional than simplified. But yes, Goblin, you're correct. The other way around. Japanese is more like traditional Chinese, more than simplified. Although there are simplified characters in Japanese. Ooh, do you guys have any questions for me? Some exceptions, yeah. There's always exceptions. Yeah, let's not go into that, Dorfio. that's that's oh my god. I don't know. Ask the person who made katakana. They decide, okay, it's gonna go here. This line is gonna look like this. This line is gonna look like this. That's katakana. All right. I don't know. I don't know what was going on in someone's mind when they decided that. I don't know. They decided, okay, it's good. It's good. It's good. We just want to we're gonna make the new script like this. Okay. It's kind of like caveman drawings, yeah. Yeah, it looks good enough. Yeah, that's how it is. Oh my god, don't. I was playing Dark Souls today, Dorio. Actually, I was playing it like not all this week. I played for like 2 days. I um I started. Dark Souls is easier now than it was when I actually started because I hated like I hate the first game like when I started just because I know what to do. And then like I actually, funny thing when I played Dark Souls One, the remastered version, I bought it from Steam, and I thought, okay, it's gonna be like three, right? Um, Three is very fun. Three is very fun. I have no qualms about it. It's my favorite Dark Souls, besides Sekiro. Um, but when I played one, I got up to Copper Demon. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Copper Demon is a terrible boss. I hate Copper Demon. It's not necessarily the boss itself. It's the way that the boss arena has been set up. It's so bad. I don't know whose crazy idea it was. Right? You have cleaves that take up at least one quarter of the room. All right. You have dogs that come up, and you uh, if you try and block the dogs, it's almost futile. I mean, you can, but like they're very fast. You have to kill the dogs first because they're literally pricks, and you need to get rid of them. And then you have to deal with Copper himself because he's always like swinging his bone swords. Dark Souls is fine. It's like I've no problem with it. Like after that, because after, if you ignore Copper Demon, if you ignore all the terrible game design decisions that they made, it's fine. It's a wonderful game. Like um every like my favorite boss in Dark Souls One is Artorias, hands down. And the fun thing is, I learned that Artorias can be, he has a charge up attack. He's a DLC boss, well known in terms of lore. Uh, when uh, when he charges up to do his like when he charges up his power to become like stronger, I didn't know that if you threw a throwing knife at his head. No. I'll explain that in a moment. But when you throw a throwing knife at Artorias' head when he's charging up, right, he'll be stunned. I didn't know that because like I thought you had to have a heavy weapon to like stun. But so what I mean by that, Luna, is that in Dark Souls One, there are several boss designs, and I'm all for the boss fights in any game, MMORPG, RPG, JRPG. The bosses are what makes the game good for me. So if you, what I'm trying to say is that if you ignore the parts, like for instance the Carper Demons Arena, which is absolutely trash, it's ass. Bed of Chaos is another bad one. Just because they didn't think through the design properly. And maybe it's because of like time constraints. That's fine, but it's still bad. Objectively, it's bad because all across the board, people hated it. Bed of Chaos is terrible. I'm not against the poise thing. Um, yeah, he's strong. Imagine Artorias in his like 100%, because that's like his 50%, I think, because his left arm is broken because he tried to save his wolf pal, or protect his wolf pal. Um, and then what else? What's another bad boss? I think it's just those two. Uh, Ornstein's Smo is just difficult. Although I dislike Ornstein's like um when he dashes at you from far, it doesn't make sense. Like um I don't know how, like I don't know what was going on in the minds of people who made Ornstein be able to dash, and then like for some reason he's able to dash horizontally. No, Quayla is actually not that bad. It's not. Quayla is not terrible. Bed of Chaos is terrible. Quayla is actually not that difficult because okay, appearance I guess. No. I'm not saying Ornstein and Smo is a bad fight. Smo is just really annoying. I don't like Smo. Well, for one thing, his design is terrible, and two, to me, and two, uh, um, I don't know how. No. The boss fight itself is good. I just wish they execute better. Like, okay, now because I played three and like I'm kind of like satisfied with it. Abyss Watches is fun. Abyss Watches is very good. Abyss Watches is very good. That's wonderful design. Like uh the element of like going in, the lore behind Abyss Watches, basically, for those who don't know, Abyss Watches is like they're two spirits, or like it's like one soul that's being shared with like multiple bodies or something like that, and they're all linked together, and like so like you can't really kill the Abyss Watches until you've like downed the one where all the souls are the body which the souls are in. So um that's cool. And like the dual fights where you have to like try and dodge everything, that's really good. I've no Now I have no problem with Abyss Watches. um it's just getting there is a bit of a pain, like when you're trying to walk through the swamp. I mean, no, Blighttown's worse. Blighttown's worse. Farron Keep. Farron Keep. That's it's fun. um, but yeah, Abyss Watches, wonderful fight, executed very well. Um, and apparently you can parry Abyss Watches. I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, lesson is basically over. So for those of you who like don't want to stay for the just chatting, you guys can go. But yeah, Dark Souls. I was trying to take Gwyn out today, and like I couldn't focus, like because with Gwyn, if you know how to parry everything, the boss is easy. Gwyn. See ya, Luna. Um, yeah, of course like and subscribe, but like of course I can't force anyone, right? So if you could you please like and subscribe? Thanks. Um, but I was trying to fight Gwyn today. Oh, okay. Interesting. Dark Souls 3 is better in that aspect. Like, uh, Slave Knight Gale, was it the boss fight in Ring City? Chef's Kiss is my favorite. My favorite boss fight of all time in any of the Souls series is Gale. Yeah, the dodge rolls, the was it the mobility. It's almost like an anime fight if you think about it. That's how good it is. Like is it is it's almost like the Artorias fight, but you have a lot more movement. And like you have armor. You don't have to go naked. Whereas in DS1 it's better if you go naked because of mobility. Yeah. The environment, the everything is just so good in that boss fight. Exactly. Some people are like, but humanoid boss fights. That's why people hate Dark Souls 2. I don't know why. I don't hate Dark Souls 2. I just think that several aspects of it should have been better. Like, okay, I don't know why they put this like uh this mechanic in because they kept it for 1 and 3. They kept it for 1. I don't know why they didn't put it in 2. When you go into the boss room, right? You you're vulnerable. You're open to attack. I don't know why. That should have been iframed in Dark Souls 2. And the fact that like was it for example Iron Fortress. Oh yeah, Glass Knight. Was it Iron Fortress? I think. Uh the Iron Forge or whatever it's called, right? With the Alon Knights. I lit that part made me rage quit so hard. This was in the Skull the First Sin, not the original, which I think was worse, right? And like when you go through, you have a lot of knights charging at you, and like if you try and dash through, like as if you do, like as if you're was it when you play Dark Souls 1, right? You go straight to the boss room. You don't fight any mob, right? You just dodge. Whereas in 2, they're faster than you. So they just charge up to you and be like, okay, whack, whack, whack. See ya, Joe. And before you know it, you're dead. Before you know it, you're screwed. Because they're like, you're dead. You're dead, bro. You're dead. And that made me rage quit really, really hard because I got stuck in that area for quite a long time. Fume Knight was fun though. Um, no, it's not retarded. Just you can get whatever order that you want. It's just callbacks. There's no like law. It's not like when you play a store a, hit a story boss. Sorry. Um, story doesn't really there's like lore there, but there's not really a story. DS2 is fun in many aspects. I like it better because of the this is what the perfect Dark Souls game would be for me, right? You take the scenery because it's not that dark, right? But it still has um that really really nice aesthetic. I actually prefer Dark Souls 2's aesthetic to 3 and 1. 1 is just like it's I mean like okay, it's Dark Souls, right? But I don't like I don't like all the environments to be like gray, you know? Like even when you go to Boreal Valley in Dark Souls 3, it's very very even though it's colorful, it still feels very very dull. Yes, Ring City is very nice. Yep. I'm not gonna lie, that's really good. But aesthetically, I prefer 2s. So the aesthetic of 2, the combat mechanics of 3, and the story of 1. Put those together, that's the perfect game for me. That's the perfect Dark Souls game. Because here are the purple doors. Which one is that? I don't know which area has purple dwarfs. Oh, wait, the cave. Is that it? You mean the place right before the area of the spiders? Yeah, I actually I don't have like big arachnophobia, but when I went to the spider area, I freaked out a bit because it's like, you know, for some reason that spider design is just oh god. And the spider boss, Freya. Yeah, that's the one. That's the area. I hate that place. I hate that place. It's just because it looks so looks disgusting. You go in there and you're like, ugh, what do I do? Exactly. It's just creepy, you know. It's not so much like if you face it right, and if you face it head on, it's like if you know it's coming, okay, it's fine, right? But if it's like dark, make sure to grab a torch. I learned this very important lesson. When you play Dark Souls 2 and you go into that area, make sure to always have a torch with you. Like, hand out flame torch. All the spies will leave you. Or like, they'll surround you like they'll try not to like get close to you, but if you don't have a torch. I mean, I didn't use a torch before, but I learned to use a torch because I don't like those. It's they're creepy. Yeah, Dark Souls, man. But yeah, I was going against Gwyn earlier today. I keep I keep like getting hit by his like slashes. Frustrating. Leeches in DS3. The maggots, you mean? Um, yeah, yeah. Get a torch and there'll be they. The thing is, you have to. The best thing to do is to get a torch before you bleed out, because like um I'm not sure you can like bleed out though. Like if was it if you can stop the bleeding or if you're still continuously bleeding. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Dark Souls, not bad. I mean, it's pretty fun. Good single player, replayable. Um, but yeah. Whew. Okay. Um, I think that brings us to the end of the stream. I need to go and get something to eat. Thanks for coming, everyone. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate the yeah, I'll get food. I'm gonna get food. I'm hungry. I need to go out and get food. No problem. Yeah, I'm very glad that today's lesson was successful. I will try and make something more interesting like this because it seems to have worked. Uh, yeah, because I myself I'm afraid because when I came out of that skit again, it was like, would they like it? Would they not like it? Would they be able to relate? Because if you guys like didn't relate, it would been like, oh my god, what was it? It was so bad, I would have been embarrassed, but I'm very happy with how today's thing turned out. Make sure to keep coming, guys, for more stuff. I might not be streaming in the whole of December just because I'm going to be traveling back to my hometown. Not now, not in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. But yeah, there'll be a time where I won't be streaming just because I'll be back in my hometown, um, relaxing, getting away from work and stuff. So once I come back, I'll prepare something new. I know, but yeah, thank you everyone. Yeah, make sure to send this lesson to other people. You know, Tell them that kanji is not as bad as they think. For those who think that, I mean, like, you can't change everyone. Some people may still think that even after this lesson, they may watch and be like, no, 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 kanji is still bad. I don't want to learn. I don't learn Japanese because kanji is so bad. Don't worry about it. But yeah, thank you very much. Catch you guys later. Oh, Frosty, you missed the whole lesson. Frosty, you should make sure to watch the archive because it's very important that you look at it before judging kanji for what it is, because it can be easier than what you think. Anyways, peace. I'm off. Bye bye. Where is it? Where is it?